JHS recently did a live stream podcast or video about our guitar store dying. Are they a thing of the past? I submit that they aren't, but I think a lot of them will if they don't adapt. And I think that was the consensus that a number of people, he had Lee Anderton recorded a little thing and a couple of the shop owners did. And I think that's true, but I hope it never does, because the guitar store experience is so cool and it's so important. And so I have 5 reasons why I support my local guitar store. So I'd like to point out, I've never owned a guitar store, and that's not the direction I'm coming from. I'm just a customer saying, hey, this is what I'm looking for in a guitar store. So here we go. Number 1, cool gear. Now, not every guitar store is Sweetwater, obviously. I don't expect going into a local shop and finding everything that has ever been conceived of. But curating your store with some really cool stuff. And I think that's just going to tend to some guitar stores appealing to metal players and some guitar stores appealing to blues players. And there's going to be, I think, some genre divides there, and maybe that's a decision to make as a store owner. I don't know. But having some stuff there that's cool, and having some of the higher end gear. Listen, if I want a Squier, I'm just going to order it. But that's not really what I'm shopping for. And so at least for me, I'm not looking for Squiers and Epiphones. Nothing against Squiers and Epiphones. You can go to Guitar Center, Sam Ash, and get that kind of stuff. I'm looking for cooler stuff. I'm looking for cool pedals. I love Boss pedals and I love MXR pedals. But like some of the boutique brands. Do you carry Mythos? Do you have Brown amplification? Do you have Wampler? Do you have some of the other cool pedal? Do you have cool used pedals? Are you bringing in cool used gear? That's going to bring me in. The second thing, knowledgeable customer service. Knowledgeable staff. Staff that plays guitar. Staff that knows what they're talking about. Super important. Especially nowadays, you're going to have a more educated consumer. If I'm looking at buying a piece of gear, now sometimes there'll be impulse purchases, I'm not going to lie. But oftentimes, if I'm going to spend a significant amount of money, I've probably watched a number of YouTube videos on it. And I know a good bit about it. But I may need to know some ins and outs if I want to try that piece of gear out. Well, as a guitar store employee, you kind of got to compete with that. And so, know what you're talking about. Know your stuff. The third thing is, and this may be one of the most important ones, is an awesome community. This is where guitar stores are so crucial to guitar players, is the community. Do you have cool events? And I don't mean grandiose events, but just, little things here and there for people to come together and talk about gear and talk about guitars. And, do you have an environment where people can maybe stop by? I mean, I might stop by for a pack of strings, but spend 2 hours hanging out, especially if the store is slow. Guitar players, if the store is busy and you're not going to buy anything of significance, let them make the money, just get your stuff and move on. But if nobody's there, man, hang out. But do you have a place where people are cool, where you can hang out? And so I think that's important. If I can hang at a guitar store and talk with the people and have a good time, I'm probably going to spend money. And that's probably where I'm going to spend the big money. The fourth thing is an awesome website. Now, the fact of the matter is, to exist today, you need to do e-commerce. But you know what? Even for in-store purchases, I'll often jump on the website to make sure it's in stock. I don't want to drive somewhere and then, it's not in stock. Now, sometimes that stuff happens, I'm not saying, but to know that you carry it, to have it on the website, having that website be good and easy to navigate and having good search functionality on that website is crucial. And the last one, number 5, is a good deal. Now, listen, I think there's a balance here. Guitar shoppers, let's not let's not lowball these people and try to put them out of business, right? They need to make a profit. I want the employees to make their commission. I want the store to make a profit so they exist. But as a buyer, I also want to have a good deal. And I think if a guitar store is overly entitled and not willing to make a deal, if you're not willing to knock 10% off, I think you're going to lose the customer. So you still have to provide the good deal. Now, I may spend a few more dollars at a local store rather than going to a big box store or going online because of the atmosphere and the community. But there's definitely a limit to that. And so still providing a good deal is super important. So anyway, that's just 5 ideas as a customer, what I'm looking for in a guitar store. And I think that the stores that provide that will go on for a long time. Thanks for watching. And remember, it's always about the song. Peace.